Most people believe wealthy individuals are simply lucky. They think rich people were born with better opportunities, powerful connections, or endless advantages. And while those things can help, they are not the main reason why some people build wealth while others stay stuck financially for years. The truth is, wealthy people think differently. They behave differently. And most importantly, they refuse to do certain things that average people do every single day without even thinking about the consequences. Small daily habits may seem harmless in the moment, but over time, they quietly shape your future. Every purchase, every decision, every distraction, and every excuse either moves you closer to financial freedom or further away from it. What's interesting is that wealthy people are not necessarily smarter than everyone else. In many cases, they simply have stronger discipline. They understand that money is not built through one giant decision. It's built through thousands of small choices repeated consistently over time. In today's video, we're going to explore 10 things wealthy people refuse to do even when everyone around them thinks it's normal. And if you start avoiding these same mistakes, your financial life could completely change over the next few years. So make sure you watch until the end, because some of these habits are silently keeping millions of people broke without them realizing it. Number 1. Wealthy people refuse to impress strangers. One of the biggest differences between rich people and average people is this: wealthy people do not feel the need to constantly prove they have money. Average people often spend huge amounts trying to look successful. Expensive clothes, luxury phones, fancy restaurants, designer brands, finance cars, all to impress people who honestly don't care that much. It's a dangerous cycle. The moment someone gets a small raise, they immediately upgrade their lifestyle. Bigger house, better car, more expensive vacations. But behind the scenes, many of them are drowning in debt and stress. Wealthy people understand something important. Looking rich and being rich are completely different things. Many millionaires actually live far below their means. They buy quality when necessary, but they don't waste money trying to create a fake image for social approval, because real wealth is quiet. A truly wealthy person would rather own investments than expensive status symbols. They would rather build assets than impress strangers for 5 seconds on social media. And this mindset changes everything. When you stop spending money for validation, you suddenly have more money available for investing, saving, learning, and building long-term freedom. The truth is, most luxury spending is emotional. People buy things hoping it will make them feel important, respected, or admired. But that feeling disappears quickly, and the bills remain. Wealthy people refuse to play this game. Number 2. Wealthy people refuse to depend on one income source. Most people rely entirely on a single paycheck. If that paycheck disappears tomorrow, their entire financial life collapses instantly. Bills become stressful, debt increases, anxiety takes over. Wealthy people know this is risky. That's why they constantly build multiple streams of income. They may have a business, investments, real estate income, dividends, digital products, side hustles, or online income sources working in the background. They understand that financial security comes from diversification, and this doesn't mean you need 10 businesses tomorrow. Even starting small matters. One extra income stream can completely change your future over time. The problem is that many people spend years only increasing expenses instead of increasing income sources. The wealthy think differently. They ask themselves, how can I make money even when I'm sleeping? How can I create systems instead of trading time forever? That mindset creates freedom, because when your money starts working for you, life becomes very different. Number 3. Wealthy people refuse to waste time constantly. Poor money habits usually come from poor time habits. Many people waste hours every day scrolling endlessly on social media, watching random videos, gossiping, complaining, or distracting themselves from important goals, and they don't realize the true cost. Time is the most valuable asset in the world, because once it's gone, you never get it back. Wealthy people protect their time aggressively. They understand that every hour can either build their future or destroy their future. That doesn't mean they never relax. Of course they do, but they are intentional about how they spend their time. Instead of endless entertainment, they often focus on learning valuable skills, networking, reading, exercising, planning, or improving themselves, because they know that today's habits create tomorrow's lifestyle. Most people underestimate how powerful consistency really is. Reading 10 pages a day may not seem life-changing, Learning one new skill may not feel important immediately. Saving a small amount monthly may seem slow, but over 5 years, 10 years, those tiny habits become massive results. Wealthy people understand the power of compounding not just with money, but with time and knowledge too. Number 4, wealthy people refuse to buy things they cannot afford. This sounds obvious, but most people do it constantly. Modern society encourages people to finance everything: cars, phones, furniture, vacations, clothes. Almost everything can now be purchased using debt, and many people confuse monthly payments with affordability. Just because you can make the monthly payment does not mean you can actually afford the item. Wealthy people understand this trap. They know debt steals future freedom. Of course, not all debt is bad. Strategic debt used for investments or businesses can create wealth, but consumer debt used for lifestyle upgrades often destroys financial progress. The average person buys liabilities. The wealthy buy assets. Average people ask, "What can I buy?" Wealthy people ask, "What will make me money later?" That one mindset shift alone can completely transform your finances. Before buying something expensive, wealthy people often think carefully. Will this item increase in value? Will it improve my life meaningfully? Or am I simply buying this emotionally? That level of discipline is rare today. Number 5, wealthy people refuse to follow the crowd. Most people blindly follow what everyone else is doing. If society says spend more, they spend more. If social media says trends matter, they chase trends. If everyone panics financially, they panic too. Wealthy people think independently. They understand that the crowd is often wrong, especially financially. During economic fear, average people panic sell investments while wealthy investors quietly buy opportunities. When everyone is wasting money trying to look successful, wealthy people are building actual wealth privately. Independent thinking is extremely powerful, because if you keep copying financially struggling people, you'll likely get financially struggling results. Sometimes building wealth means doing unpopular things for years before results appear, saving instead of spending, investing instead of showing off, learning instead of entertaining yourself constantly. The crowd may not understand it at first, but eventually, the results speak for themselves. Number 6, wealthy people refuse to stop learning. One of the biggest financial mistakes people make is thinking education ends after school. In reality, learning is one of the highest paying investments in the world. Wealthy people are constantly improving their knowledge. They read books, study markets, learn new skills, understand technology, analyze opportunities, improve communication, develop leadership, because the more valuable you become, the more money you can earn. Most people want better income without becoming more valuable first, but the marketplace rewards skills, and today, knowledge has never been more accessible. You can learn almost anything online for free or at very low cost, yet many people spend more time consuming entertainment than improving their future. Wealthy people refuse to stay mentally stagnant. They know that income often follows personal growth, and one new skill can completely change your financial direction forever. Number 7, wealthy people refuse to make emotional financial decisions. Emotions destroy more wealth than lack of intelligence. Fear, greed, impatience, jealousy, ego. These emotions cause people to make terrible money decisions constantly. People panic during market crashes, overspend when stressed, buy things to feel better emotionally, quit investments too early, chase quick money schemes. Wealthy people train themselves to think logically with money. They understand that emotional decisions are usually expensive decisions. This doesn't mean wealthy people never feel fear. Of course they do, but they avoid reacting impulsively. Instead of asking, "How do I feel right now?" they ask, "What makes sense long term?" That mindset helps them stay calm during chaos, and staying calm financially is a massive advantage, because emotional people often lose opportunities that disciplined people quietly benefit from. Number 8, wealthy people refuse to avoid risk completely. Many people are so afraid of losing money that they never invest, never start businesses, never learn new skills, and never take opportunities. But avoiding all risk is actually one of the biggest risks of all. Inflation quietly destroys savings over time. Job markets change, industries disappear, technology evolves rapidly. Wealthy people understand that calculated risk is necessary for growth. The key word is calculated. They don't gamble recklessly. They research, learn, plan carefully, then take action intelligently. Most people wait forever, trying to feel fully ready, but wealthy people know perfect timing rarely exists, opportunities of